Hello everyone and welcome to this very late wrap-up video. I am in my dressing gown because, to be honest, I'm freezing, but never mind, we'll just roll with it. So apologies it's so late, but this is my February wrap-up. So if you don't know, every month since the beginning of last year, I have been doing wrap-up videos of all the movies, TV shows, books and now video games that I've watched / read / played in the month. So let's just get straight on. This is February's. So we'll start with movies. The first movie I watched was Mulan, the Disney animated Mulan. I have watched Mulan before, of course. I love it. It's one of my favourite Disney films, hands down. I always looked up to Mulan as a kid because she was, strong, independent, and I just loved that. The next movie I watched was Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer. I have, of course, seen this as well. These both just happened to be on telly, so I just watched them with my mum on telly. I do prefer the first Fantastic Four, but I do enjoy the second, and in my opinion they are both much better than the reboot that they made of Fantastic Four. Next up I watched something new that I've never watched before, and I actually watched it twice. So there was a lot of hype surrounding Abducted in Plain Sight, so I thought, let's have a go. Oh my god, what can I say about this? So it's on Netflix. I watched it on my own first at 2 o'clock in the morning, which I probably shouldn't have done. Then I made my mum watch it because I wanted to see her reaction. So how do I describe Abducted in Plain Sight? It's just a mess. So it's a real story about a young girl who was abducted twice, and her parents become embroiled in this situation with the kidnapper, with the mum being involved with him, the father being involved with him. It's just a whole crazy mess. There's aliens involved, and it's one of them where you watch it and you think this is not a true story, but it is. It's just, if you are a parent, or even if you've got any shred of empathy, you are gonna be angry watching this with how badly, in my opinion, they let that child down. It's just insane. So, hard subject matter, but I would encourage you to give it a watch because it is fascinating, but you'll be angry. And then the last film I watched is Nanny McPhee 2. I can't remember the name of it. The Big Bang, maybe. I have seen Nanny McPhee 2 before. Again, it was just a case of it being on telly, so me and mum sat and watched it, and it's got Maggie Smith and Emma Thompson in it, so I'm happy. So let's move on to TV shows. As always, we start with EastEnders. That's in every month's wrap up. I'm not so sure on EastEnders at the minute, but we'll move on. Then I've been continuing to watch The Voice. We are now on the battle rounds, and these are actually my favourite part of the programme, so I get angry though. I've also been continuing my True Blood rewatch, but I can't remember where I am because I haven't actually watched it for a while, but hopefully I'll finish that soon. I have also carried on watching a series of Unfortunate Events on Netflix. I have 2 episodes until I've finished, so by the time the end of March rolls around I will have finished that. I'm so sad it's the last season. And then again, I've been watching Gotham, and I'm so emotional talking about Gotham. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I'm just really sad knowing that there's, I think, 4 episodes left and then it's all over. Gotham's been a huge part of my life since it came out. I think was it 2014 it started? Maybe. I can't remember when it started, but since it started, and even before with all the promotional material and stuff, it's been such a huge, important part of my life. It was something me and Dad adored together and watched together, and I just get dead emotional. I'm really not ready for Gotham to finish, but when it does, I'm still going to be collecting merch and, rewatching it on my DVDs, so it's not going to be over for me. And I'm going to feel this way in April. Wait till April's wrap-up when Game of Thrones starts. I'm going to be in bits. I also watched a couple of episodes of Dragon's Den. I think it's finished now for the season, but with Dragon's Den you never know. And I've also been watching MasterChef. Me and Mum watch MasterChef together. We have pretty much every year. Then we watched 2 episodes of World's Most Evil Killers. I've noticed there's always something about serial killers in my wrap-ups, so I'm very sorry. But we watched Edmund Kemper, and I can't really remember much about that, to be honest. But then we watched Richard Ramirez, which, to my shame perhaps, I do know quite a lot about Richard Ramirez. He's one of the people that I chose to look more into. So yeah, it was more to watch that for Mum as well, because she learnt some new things. I don't know what to say. I just like watching serial killer documentaries. Is that bad? I don't know, move on. So we're on to the books. I finished Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, and I'm currently halfway through Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, and that's all I managed to read in February because it's been quite a busy month for me. So then finally we're on to video games, and there is quite a few here. So I started the month carrying on playing The Sims 4. I gave that a bit of a break, and then I played the original Crash Bandicoot. I am crap at Crash Bandicoot, I really am, I'm terrible. Then I played the original Spyro on the PS1, which I love, it's probably one of my favourites. Then I played a game that I wish more people knew about, and it's Pirates the Legend of Black Cat on PS2. My god, it's one of my favourite games, and nobody knows it exists. I love it. So obviously it's a female pirate again. Me and Mum used to have these PlayStation nights when I was a kid, so Katarina, who's in Pirates of Black Cat, was probably one of my first experiences of a strong female protagonist, and I was fascinated with pirates anyway, so she's really stuck with me, and I've always adored her, you know, the same as like Rin and Draken and Tomb Raider and, you know, all these strong female protagonists that came out around that time. They've just stuck with me a lot. And then I tried to play Spyro Enter the Dragonfly because I didn't realise I had it on PS2. It turns out that the disc is scratched beyond repair, so I got about a quarter of the way through the game and it just went funny and it wouldn't play. But to be honest, that might be a blessing in disguise because the part I did get through was absolutely terrible, so I'm just going to pretend Enter the Dragonfly doesn't exist. And finally, the last game I've been playing, which I have since just finished, is Spyro Reignited. So I did a video about Comic-Con and I said my mum got me Spyro Reignited and I was so happy. I have 120'd the first Spyro the Dragon, I've 100%'d the second, and is it 170? Well, I finished the third as well, all the way through, and that Yeti race did my head in. But yeah, I'm done now with Spyro Reignited. I will play it again in the future, of course. I loved it. I'm a huge Spyro fan, so that was great for me. So for video games, I don't know what to start, really. Maybe you could leave some suggestions. I'm thinking of carrying on my Sims 4 roleplay, but I also want to start Mass Effect Andromeda, maybe Assassin's Creed, but I only have Assassin's Creed 2, and Draken again. I think that's it. Oh, Batman Telltale. And that might be it, I'm not sure. So if you have any suggestions for what game I should start next, please leave them in the comments box below. But yeah, we'll find out next month, I suppose. So that's it for my February wrap up. Again, I'm sorry it's so late. Thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe if you like this kind of thing. And I'll see you next month with next month's wrap up, March's wrap up. I think the next video I'll be doing is unboxing my Batman Catwoman bust. If you watched my Comic-Con vlog, you'd have seen that. So that's probably the next video coming up, but I'll see you all soon. Bye bye!